Merry Christmas. Merry kiss my ass.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Ding dong ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring. All caroling, one seems to hear words of this year from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how the time raising the sound, oh, and the bells telling the tale. Ring, 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 all people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here.
You a merry, merry Christmas. You a merry, merry Christmas. You a merry, merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry kiss my ass.
Live from Cool Boys Central. Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
Oh, it's a good boy.
Eat, eat.
Lumpy. Hey, Lumpy.
Felk, do you have the movie ready?
What movie?
The movie that's in the show document, literally?
I haven't looked at the document yet. I'm looking it up right
Oh, Felk, there is a whole queue for you.
now. If you're talking about a very bareback Christmas, no, I do not have that prepped.
What?
I was joking. I wasn't really going to go through that
I was so excited.
that much work for something. First of all, you get like my TV's on right now. Can you make out what's on the screen?
No, because it's just a menu. But like I could when it was like, something else. We've done it in the past that way.
Well,
This is like not banter for the episode. Where's Felk? Why is he just
no, I don't know.
I hope he's gonna put that. He's got that porno ready.
I don't think he's got the phone. He already told me he didn't. We will not be watching a very bareback Christmas this episode, unfortunately, Cool Boy Nation, because Felk didn't want to play it.
Season's greetings, Cool Boy Nation, and welcome to this very special holiday installment of the Cool Boys Podcast, where we will be bending over, spreading it wide, and getting in the holiday spirit as we discuss Christmas movies that give us boners and all the joyous boners they have given us.
Double boner.
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho is what I always like to say. I'm Fruitcake Felk.
I'm Bethlehem Ballard.
And I'm Nutcracker Noli. I don't think I've ever had a fruitcake except for
Fruitcake's
you.
Fruitcake's not that bad. People,
I like it.
yeah,
I like it.
It can be okay.
What's in it? Fruit?
Fruit
What
and
else?
cake.
Is it like does it have like a cakey texture with fruit inside of it?
No,
like
it has
chunks of
a
fruit?
sweet. It's a sweet bread. It's like not sweetbreads, but like it's a bread with fruit in it, and it lasts
Yeah.
forever, and it's fine.
So cool.
It's fucking fine. Felk puts on a very merry bareback Christmas in the background. Oh wait, no, I'm not going to, because I didn't do any prep work. I'll do prep work if we're all gonna watch a very merry bareback Christmas, but that was kind of a joke to put it in the background and force it. While I was shitting in the last episode, you guys decided without me that I guess we're not gonna watch gay porn anymore. And then expressed disappointment this episode that I'm not forcing you to watch background gay porn.
We're a fickle bunch.
Yes. Now that's more like it. Well, cool boys, I don't think we can get any more festive than that. Time to move on to our Cool Boys Christmas boners.
Wow.
Felk's favorite topic.
Report preliminary findings. Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool Boy Nation. Pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our Cool Boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers. So cool. setup is this. Each episode, all three cool boys have entered different fabulous moments from Christmas movies into our cool boy Santa boner hat. We will then draw a total of 6 fabulous Christmas moments this episode at random, and then talk about all the fabulous Christmas boners they gave us. Now, these boners could have sprouted because you're a huge fan of Scrooge movies, especially ones starring sweet, sweet Muppets you'd love to strangle with your cock. Like,
Oh my.
I'm not saying that. Maybe you enjoy watching it. Okay, all right. I'm not reading that one. Perhaps a Christmas party interrupted by big dick German terrorists. The best kind of party. They're not terrorists. They're thieves pretending to be terrorists.
What kind of terrorists are you? Who said we were terrorists?
Maybe it was just a glorious hot Santa ass shot walking away from the camera that made your dick rise. The Santa ass has to be walking away. Or it's gay Santa ass. Only straight Santa ass here. Maybe we should retire that meme too, because that's just been gibberish we repeated 60 times. Yeah. I just don't like the fact that we implied that only straight people should listen to our podcast, which is obviously not our listenership, based on which episodes get good numbers.
Yeah, I've never really understood what that line was, actually.
Let's move on.
Who said we were terrorists?
Now, no one to see each other's Christmas selections, so it'll be a nice little surprise, even for us, every time a new Christmas boner is drawn. One last thing to mention before we start popping some fucking Christmas boners. Each fucking boner moment drawn will have a discussion limit of 10 fucking minutes. Or 5 fucking minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, just to make sure we don't get too engorged and pass out. And most importantly, no mentioning of Bruce Willis's bare feet allowed. Too hot, too big, too dick. Okay, cool boys, let's rip them flaccid candy canes we call cocks and jam a Yuletide log up my titan teenaged ass. Okay, the first Christmas boner from the Santa Christmas boner full hat of Christmas Santa boners is... coming to us from Nolan. What is the most fabulous use of a peck in a Christmas movie? And I don't understand this question.
I understand this question very, very, very well.
What's a peck?
Felk, you're not well versed in pecs and dakinis?
Okay, that's from Willow, but Willow isn't a Christmas movie.
Peck?
It's not.
Did you mean chest peck? What did you mean by peck? What did you mean by peck? Did you mean dakinis and pecks?
I meant like a small person, a dwarf, a miniature man.
Oh, I thought you meant like, I was like, oh, dude, he's getting into like Arnold's pecs and Jingle All the Way, or Bruce Willis's pecs in Die Hard.
It's spelled capital P-E-C-K. And I know that is a thing for, they're not midgets though, right? Aren't the pecs the fucking, the tiny, super tiny, like 6-inch tall people?
No, those are brownies.
Yeah.
Then what the
Pecs-
fuck are dakinis?
Dakinis are like
humans.
Matt Mardigan, everyone, all
Yeah.
the big tall people.
In this day and age, when I don't know what to call a small person, I just called him a peck.
Call them little people. That's a term. Little
Little
person.
people.
Well,
big
no,
world,
peck.
small
Okay,
world.
so we're all clear. Peck is a derogatory term for Nelwins. Nelwins is what they are
Nelwins.
referred to as in the movie. Peck is what they call them as a derogatory term.
Well, that was really stupid, Peck.
Don't call me a peck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Peck. Peck. Peck, 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 peck.
You be careful. I am a powerful sorcerer. See this acorn? I'll throw it at you and turn you to stone.
Ooh. I'm really scared. No, don't. Don't. There's a peck here with an acorn pointed at me.
I wouldn't want to waste it.
Ha! Peck, 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 peck.
Willow's not even that good a movie, and it's definitely not a Christmas movie. Are you asking what's the
Fuck
best use of a
you.
midget in a Christmas movie?
Willow's awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Willow's awesome.
Kaya!
ass.
Willow's awesome. I've got one. I'll say the guy. I don't know his name. Felt maybe you can look up the guy's name. But it's the guy from Bad Santa, the other bank robber.
Oh, the little black elf.
Oh, black.
Yeah,
midget.
he's great.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
I think he died actually. What's his name? This might have to be at RIP.
Oh shit! Did he die?
I heard he died going 5 miles an hour.
He died going 5 miles per hour on the 5 while doing coke off a hooker's dick.
Oh, god damn, my dick is so engorged. What's happening?
What other options are there for midgets in Christmas movies?
Oh,
I
dude,
think
there's tons. I mean,
there's
you can.
fabulous little people in Jingle All the Way. There's a whole fight involving little people.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think.
Oh
one
yeah,
of those
isn't that the midget from Seinfeld?
I think it is, or it's Vern
He's in
Troyer.
that. Yes, he's
Vern
in that.
Troyer's in there too. Yeah. But they're not playing elves. They're playing midgets playing elves.
Yeah, they're not real Nelwins. That's true.
Guys.
But well, no, Nelwyn's isn't. It's a different. God, this one's a mess. Don't mix
5
genres.
minutes is up.
Guys, the actor from Bad Santa's name is Tony Cox, of all
I
names.
love him,
That's a good name.
dude.
And
Look
g-
him up
and-
and see if he's done porn.
See, I got a huge cocks.
See, I got a huge cock.
And guys, he's not dead, but we might as well assume he's dead because I haven't seen him in anything in at least a decade.
He's in Bad Santa too.
You never see the elderly ones, do you?
No,
They don't make it that long.
I don't think they make it that long.
Is
Although
Vern Troyer
that
alive?
TV show with the family, that was an old dad. He was like in his 50s.
Matt Roloff is still kicking.
Who?
That's what I think Noel's referring to. Little People, Big World.
Did they end
Oh,
up getting a divorce?
Yeah, they did, but they lived on the same property. And in the last season that aired, Matt was looking to move to Arizona, I think.
so who died on the the gay boat show you guys both love?
First, we know where we're starting. The drama on Below Deck is often considered overboard, but the incident with Ashton was literally overboard and scarier than anyone could have ever imagined. Wow. Tell us about your reunion with the cameraman when you saw him after he had...
You know, it wasn't clear to me exactly what had happened.
Right.
But when I got back on board, everyone was just like, go and have a word to Brent. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And there was a moment in the water where I was explaining earlier that my foot came up in front of me and I was preparing for my foot to be ripped off. I remember looking at Brent and I saw him frantically taking the line off the cleat.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew it had something to do with saving my life. And I think I just went up to him and I just grabbed him and hugged him and I said, you know, I don't know what to say to you, but I'm so grateful. The man did save my life.
Bravo saved his life? I mean,
Wow, it was really intense.
It
was
was
really
intense.
intense. I have to say, Captain Lee was here last week. He was really still shaken up about it. Wow.
I'm so grateful.
Ashton did not die, thank God.
Let's not
Pumpies
talk
and
about that here.
peonies.
Well, I'm not that interested in this in this show topic, to be honest with you.
I think it's been 5 minutes. What do we decide on? I think it's Jingle All the Way.
It's Jingle All... No, we didn't decide Jingle All the Way. We decided Bad Santa, Tony Cox.
It's Tony Cox.
He's got the best name, too.
I like Peter Dinklage's scene in Elf because he wasn't famous yet.
I'm going to go with the dentist from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Story. He wants to be a dentist.
That's a stop motion
watch it.
animation movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well now we're all over the place.
You know it. Now you know it.
I've looked into it since the last time we fucking.
I know. Yeah. Last year of our last Christmas special, you had no idea what Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was.
Well, because it's problematic. This year, it's been labeled as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has been labeled as problematic, and all these people are like, no, it's not.
Thank God.
Although it kind of fucking is. I mean,
I've been saying it for years that it's a horrible movie.
It's a bad
terrible
message.
Movie.
it's a bad.
You know what's also been labeled problematic this year? Baby, it's cold outside.
That was last
Everyone's
year.
calling it. Oh, was that
That's
last
this
year?
year.
That was last year, and
That's this year.
it got attention last year. That was when the SNL the girl from some SNL girl who was also in Gone Girl. That's all I know her from. did a skit about it last year, and then there was the SJW like remake of it where it's like I respect you, it was. And then this year it got banned from a bunch of local radio stations.
Last I heard, it's back. It's back.
Yeah, and as a result of that, because the Streisand effect is a real thing, named after the fact that Barbara Streisand's a cunt, is a real. It got attention to it, and the number one holiday song on Spotify for the month of the last like 3 weeks or whatever for Spotify and YouTube Music and like all the major streaming sites is of course Baby It's Cold Outside, because now everybody's playing it because it's like, this is actually a pretty nice song. The Lady Gaga version is very popular. There's a version with Idina Menzel and Michael Bublé, which is very lovely. The great thing about Lady Gaga is she sung it both ways. She sang it with Tony Bennett when she's doing the women's voice, the woman character. But she's also done one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where they swap, and it's him trying to leave, and it still works because it's a beautiful song.
It is.
So that actually brings me to our next boner.
Oh, wow.
The next boner coming from me, Felk. What Christmas movie has been most affected by the changing mores and cultures of time? What movie do you look back on that you used to love that you now think of in today's context, and it's like, oh, that wasn't that good?
A Christmas film?
Yeah. No, I've got two right off the bat.
Oh,
I have one, but I think I already kind of mentioned it in the last boner. And I mentioned it, I think, last Christmas special too.
Rudolph?
Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph. I mean, Rudolph as a kid, I loved it. Like, Rudolph for me as a child was like, bam, I cannot wait for this fucking special. I watched this as an adult, having my daughter without my son being born. And I was just like, this is fucking horrible. And it promotes bullying. And Santa is a fucking bully in it.
No, that's what, I mean, it's segued into mine is a story of a kid who's being bullied and made fun of by everyone at his school and teachers, and all he wants is a gun. And like that in modern context, after this thing that happened in, let's say, 1998-ish.
99.
It was like right after The Matrix came out. I remember that.
It was April 20th, 1999.
Oh yeah, the date, because 420, Hitler's birthday.
Hitler.
So yeah, like post that context, it just seems too fucked up to watch. And of course, the duck thing, you can't even get foie gras, but they're chopping a head off a duck, and then the Asians are trying to sing, and they have bad stereotypes. That movie comes on, and I'm just like, this is from another time. The 80s, we were still allowed to be nostalgic of the 50s. Nowadays, you watch it, and you're like, notice that there's no black kids at that school.
Except there are 3 black kids in Ralphie's class, and Ralphie loves his teacher. I actually watched it again this year. I watched it last year, and I loved it last year, and I watched it again this year, and I loved it this year. And if the film is problematic, I love it for it. I actually do like the movie a lot. It's not revisionist history.
No, it's not. It's not. And there was certainly many kids went to sleep dreaming of getting their guns. Only because it wasn't a film made from the 80s, it was the actual 1950s. They weren't getting BB guns. They were getting real guns. Right,
and it's based on a book by Gene Shepard or something like that. And it's Gene Shepard is the voice of the narration in the film. And, it's about his childhood of growing up. And so they adapt a person's life.
The other one would be after I saw a photo of a circa 90, like early 90s photo of Macaulay Culkin's dad in his home office wearing a mesh T-shirt with his nipples all out, making this is just him doing the business.
Playboy magazine.
This is just like him doing business, making business calls, investing the money that he had earned from his son, who he was stealing from. Just finding out what a piece of shit he was and how horribly taken advantage of Macaulay Culkin was, and how fucked up of teenage and childhood years that Macaulay Culkin certainly had as a result of being pimped out by his parents to make millions of dollars in movies, and then having most of that money stolen or used frivolously by them. Kind of makes it hard to enjoy watching Home Alone.
Oh, I disagree.
I would have said yes to that a year ago, but after in the last year, I saw Macaulay Culkin on Joe Rogan's podcast. I saw him show up a few times on Red Letter Media. The dude seems actually pretty level-headed and pretty normal, and I think it turned out for the best.
I think he's gotten healthy, but that feels like that healthiness is in the last like a couple of years. Like because he's gotten more attention. Because like there was those photos like 4 years ago of him looking like he weighed fucking 110 pounds because he was probably doing a lot of drugs. He seems like he's gotten sober and he's gotten healthy, but I think he's had some dark fucking times. And
for sure,
Home Alone, was the beginning of those dark times.
No, Macaulay Culkin's dark times do nothing to diminish my love of Home Alone. In New York, it does nothing.
It probably increases.
I love him in Uncle Buck too.
I separate the two, just like every time I'm watching a Tom Cruise film, I separate the crazy.
It's true. You got to. John Travolta, Nick Cage.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, but
Hugh Jackman.
They were children.
I don't have a problem watching Christmas Story in this day and age. I still, like Ballard, find it to be great fun. Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, still great fun. I don't really got a movie. You know what movie I don't like? I don't like A Muppets Christmas Carol at all.
Did you as a kid?
Yeah, I liked it as a kid. I haven't watched it since.
It's shit.
Really?
It's shit. And it has nothing to do with any like social change. It's just not a very well made movie.
So, Ernest Saves Christmas for me is that one.
Oh, that's horrible.
But the reindeers are really cool in that movie.
Yeah, I just didn't really care for it when I watch it back. But I still like Ernest Scared Stupid. I love.
I'm not sure any Ernest film will hold up in this day and age. Honestly, I have to go back and watch my Ernest films.
He died, right?
Yes, he did.
So and yet the new Toy Story, it's like the exact same voice. It's creepy.
Yeah, they have to replace a lot of voices for Toy Story now.
They just get sound alikes, huh?
Yeah.
Your time's numbered, Tim Allen.
That's gonna be sad because that will happen. Toy Story's gonna live on forever. They're probably gonna make 15 of them.
Oh, just wait. Like Disney's whole, we're not gonna see G. Carrie Fisher in the next movie, but they will. They will. They'll all come back. They're probably waiting for Mark Hamill to die because it'll be cheaper.
Here's
fucking.
Felk. You're not probably wrong. This is what I would see. This is the reasoning for that, right? It's just real quick, right? It's this. So, we have Princess Leia in this scene. Shit. We don't have her walking out. We'll just CGI a double that walks out. That's okay. And then that line slowly gets blurred.
Yeah, they don't care. Rest in peace, guy who played General Tarkin. All right, moving forward. On to the next Christmas boner. Comes to us from Ballard. What is the most fabulous boner moment from the Star Wars Holiday Special?
What is, guys? What is?
Well, you guys are all alone on this because I haven't seen this since like 1991, and I don't remember a thing about it except for bad Chewbacca costumes.
It's pretty impressive that you were able to see it in 91.
I'll answer for Nolan real quick. Nolan, I'm sure you'll say yes to this. The Boba Fett cartoon.
Don't even remember it.
You don't remember that? That's actually probably like the real boner here, but that's not what I'm obviously going to go with. I'm sure that's not what Felk's going to go with.
Well, Ballard, if you recall, the first time I watched the Holiday Christmas Special, Star Wars Holiday Special. Wow, they were woke back then. They knew to call it Holiday because it was Life Day. Was with you and Cool Boy Corey.
That's true.
And we both watched Corey, in fact.
That was not my first viewing, though.
No, you had already seen it. And it
Many times.
It was your George Lucas approved digital copy of it we were watching because we didn't.
Yep.
No, actually, as I recall, Corey didn't even know it existed. Like he didn't even know what it was. And I had, had heard the stories, but so we watched. We were, a good 5 minutes in, and we both were convinced, looking to you for guidance. Surely, this is supposed to have subtitles that we're supposed to be able to understand what these fucking Wookiees are saying to each other. There's no way it's just incomprehensible dialogue.
It's brilliant.
It's baffling. My favorite boner moment, and I think the point after which we stopped fucking watching, was of course when an elderly grandpa Wookiee, I think his name is Lumpy. No, Lumpy's the kid. I don't remember his name. The old one.
trying
You don't
hard on
remember?
those
You don't remember
names.
the name?
No.
I can tell you. It's Atchie Cook is the dad or nicknamed Itchy.
Itchy.
The mom is named Malatabuk, and her nickname is Mala.
Uh-huh.
And the son is named Lumpa Warump, and his nickname is Lumpy.
Lumpy. Okay. So Itchy watches VR porn with a black woman singing to him
does.
as he masturbates to it in the living room of the family home.
No way.
Yes.
This is not true.
It's true. It's really a scene in the fucking special.
He's
And I watch the
masturbating.
special every fucking year. And that is my favorite scene too, or one of my favorite scenes too.
What, do you own it?
Yes. Oh,
Well, nobody
God, yeah.
legally owns it, but he has a copy of it.
I have a copy that's on DVD with like a menu and like a bunch of Star Wars commercials attached to it that was going around when
Wait.
I was in
Hey,
college.
what year did this come out? Like 85 or something?
79.
No, 79. This
Oh
is right
shit!
before
This
the
is before
re-release.
Empire.
It's for
Yeah,
Empire.
it's right before the re-release of Star Wars, which was re-released in 79 with the title Episode 4,
Yeah.
A New Hope. Because in 77 it was released, it just was called Star Wars, and it just said when the movie aired, like the scroll happened, it just said Star Wars.
A year and a half after the movie was made, they made this over like a weekend. Carrie Fisher is very clearly on coke, and Harrison Ford is very clearly like, "Oh fuck, what did I agree to?"
Yes, you see regret. It's the first time you see Harrison Ford regretting this, and it's so early on, and it happened on TV. And then it would become like famous later on how much he regretted doing Star Wars.
Oh yeah, and the
Are
best.
they live during it?
No, it's not live. It was tape,
No.
but it was like live to tape. Like they did not get a second tape.
Yeah, there were like minimum of like 1 to 2 takes tops. It was
And
horrible.
Mark Hamill looks like a porcelain doll. He is so caked in makeup because he had
Yep.
just barely been recovering from his car accident, and you know you've heard that like when right after the accident he touched his nose and it was hanging off his face.
Oh,
so it's like,
I think we talked about this last year.
So it's
God.
like, and then of course they blow like vapor and smoke in front of him to try and hide his face. Carrie Fisher, who's clearly fucking high, is like coked out of her fucking little starlet mind, is
The
sings.
Vader shit's great because Vader's like just like scenes from A New Hope.
Yeah,
or
they just
deleted
use the
takes.
same shot and put
Yeah.
new dialogue over it. But no, she sings the fucking Star Wars song. She
Yeah,
sings
the
it.
Life Day song.
Yeah. But which means the Star Wars theme exists in the Star Wars universe
Yes. with
as the
lyrics.
Life Day song.
Yeah, with lyrics. Yeah.
We
It's diegetic.
celebrate a day of life, a day of harmony.
My MySpace account was a Life Day fan.
Yeah, I remember that.
Absolutely.
I remember MySpace.
My favorite moment is absolutely Boba Fett's cartoon. My other favorite moment is obviously Itchy masturbating to like Dionne Warwick or whatever it was.
It's not Dionne Warwick. It's just
that
like
true?
some like
This happens?
yeah.
Yeah, he does. I mean, you don't see him touching his dick because it's only shots of like really of his head. But like he's like licking his lips. It's
Oh, yeah.
awkward as fuck. Yeah.
And Art Carney from The Honeymooners, who plays multiple parts in it, is the
Yes.
VR porn salesman. He's like, I got something for you. It's you know what it is. Like, it's like, what the fuck is this? Why? Like, I had heard stories about the holiday special, but until I watched it with you, I was just like, oh wow, it's true and then some.
And you watched
Yeah.
the whole thing?
No,
Oh yeah. Every year I watch the whole thing. I throw it on the background. When
How
I, like,
long is it?
It's long.
It's like 90 minutes.
2 hours or something. It feels like
Yeah.
3.
I'm
It
starting to
feels
think
like
I've
3.
only seen clips of it like from like the internet. And I never saw it as a kid, but maybe I thought I did. I don't know what's going on, but like I'm having no recollection of this movie.
So my favorite boner of the holiday special, just to be as quick and over with this at this point now, is it's literally what Felk touched upon. It's the first 18 minutes is entirely in Shriwook. It is just Wookiee speak the entire time, and it's essentially Mala telling Lumpy to do his chores, and Lumpy not wanting to do it, and then Itchy, the grandfather, getting involved, and then Mala essentially having to like run the house.
Mala cooks a meal in real time.
Yes.
Lumpy plays with his Life Day present, which is some kind of transistor board, in real time while he watches an instructional video on how to repair it or build it.
It's amazing.
It's baffling. It's baffling. And one of the writers was someone we saw the movie Public Enemies with together, you and I, Ballard. That would be The fat guy? I can't remember his name now. Fuck.
Steven D'Souza?
No, the fat guy from Hollywood Squares.
Graham Yost?
Bruce
Valanche.
Bruce Valanche, yeah.
He was one of the 4 credited writers on it.
He still defends it to this day, I heard.
Yeah,
and J.J. Abrams too.
Jeffrey. He was credited.
Jeffrey.
as
It was Jeffrey then. That's right.
Jeffrey did not write that movie.
Jeffrey wrote the holiday special.
He would have been 10.
Yeah, maybe.
Brilliant,
All right.
brilliant child.
Moving forward. The next Christmas, happy Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, boner, comes to us from me, Felk. What is the most fabulous non-Kurt Russell cinematic Santa you'd like to fuck?
Ooh. Wow.
So you got to pick a cinematic Santa to fuck.
I think I know where I'm going with this, but I need to just search my mind.
No, I just Googled to get the list, Santa
Santas?
movies, and accidentally typed it wrong and got Satan movies. So give me 1 second to correct that. And now, okay, so obviously you got yourself your Tim Allen. You got yourself, what's his name from fucking Jurassic Park? Play who?
Miracle on 34th Street?
Yeah, Miracle on 31st. What the fuck is his name?
Richard Attenborough.
Richard Attenborough. You got your stop motion weirdly fat Santa from Nightmare Before Christmas. Your CGI, I think Tom Hanks also plays Santa in the Polar Express. You got
yes. Tom Hanks plays every character in that pretty much.
Yeah, that's weird.
You got Ed Asner, an elf.
Mm-hmm.
You got Paul Giamatti and Fred Claus. You got a bunch of no-named actors in various films and also CGI incarnations, like Rise of the Guardians, or whoever played Santa in Ernest Saves Christmas. You want to pick Billy Bob Thornton? No, he's not playing Santa, but I think that counts.
No, it doesn't count.
Well, then does Tim Allen count? I guess he becomes Santa.
Tim Allen definitely counts. And at one shot, Tim Allen, he looks like he's packing some serious heat.
You got the Milo and Otis narrator, Dudley Moore, in Santa Claus, or the movie.
That's different. He's not really Santa Claus in that. I think he's somebody else, isn't he?
Well, I think he has to take on the mantle.
Okay.
I think I need to watch this Christmas Chronicles because I think Kurt Russell will win. But
no, I said that's why I disqualified him.
I know.
He's playing fuckable Santa. That's the point of the movie.
He looks legit too. Looks like his real hair and real beard. That's what Russell looks like in The Hateful Eight.
You got the racist stop motion Santa from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
He's great when he's skinny and his wife tells him he needs to eat up to get that Christmas bod.
Eat.
Yeah, when he's skinny, I might fuck him.
Who's ever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat.
But guys, I just want to say I've never seen this movie. It's a quick Google search, and I think I need to choose this because it is Hulk Hogan in Santa with muscles.
In the season of Santa, there are two kinds of people: the naughty and the nice.
I got $50 for the first elf that brings me Santa Claus.
Hulk Hogan is Blake Thorne, and he's definitely naughty. To make his getaway, he's going to make a mockery of the world's most beloved hero.
Do you have a minute?
Fox me, you little brat.
That's him.
But sometimes, the only way you can feel the spirit of Christmas
Where'd he go?
is to be hit over the head with it.
Santa!
What? It's showtime. Now, this confused bad boy is Santa, like you've never seen him before. A bearded basher of bad guys. Yeah! A hero with a silly hat. A Robin Hood in red.
Who were those guys anyway?
Oh, they're working with the Frost.
He's been clearing out the whole neighborhood and no one knows why.
And he's got 3 days to foil a band of evil scientists.
Assemble the team. We're taking the orphanage.
Wait till Santa hears about this. He'll kick your butt to New Year's.
Santa, you slay me.
Hulk Hogan is Santa with an attitude.
Keep the milk and cookies warm.
Santa with some friends.
Leon! Wouldn't want to be on!
Santa with a mission.
How are we supposed to get over this?
And most of all, he's Santa with muscles.
They can't start Christmas without me. Can they?
There have been many Santas,
You're not Santa. You're better.
but there's only one named Hope.
Well, all you had to do was knock.
Santa with muscles.
I forgot about that.
So
Hands down.
that's my answer.
Well, I
Hands
don't
down.
think he plays
me too.
Santa.
And it's Hulk Hogan in a Santa costume with his jacket wide open with no sleeves on and his muscles everywhere. And he's holding up 2 grown adults in his hands
Wow.
while kids are hanging all over him. Yes, this is the
That's
Santa
it.
I want to fuck.
That looks like Suburban Commandos cover just
It
replace
does.
the Santa art.
It's my answer.
That's my answer. That's for sure.
The next boner, very similar, coming from Ballard. What is the most fabulous Santa Claus boner from a Christmas movie? Or
What is
special.
this?
Or special.
What is this?
I don't know what
Same
the question is.
What is most fabulous Santa Claus Christmas boner from a Christmas movie?
That's right.
I don't
does
really
that
understand
mean?
the question.
What do you mean you don't understand the
Is
question?
it like the best Santa we've ever seen in a Christmas movie that gave us a huge boner?
Yes, or
Like
no,
not
I
exactly
would say
sexual,
it's,
but like just like a great moment from Santa.
What is the question? What does the question mean?
okay. So it's the idea of like what we like. What is a boner? Like what is a boner? Just a moment you enjoyed. So is there a moment that Santa ever did anything cool in any movie, or Christmas special?
Not really.
No, I don't like Santa.
Okay,
I love
so
Santa.
He's kind of creepy.
I loved as a kid when I saw the Santa Claus in theaters when Santa falls off the fucking roof and dies. I thought that was fucking great. I was like, whoa, what a spin. Way to subvert my expectations. I didn't see that coming. You know, even though I went to go see a movie about how Tim Allen becomes Santa, I
Yes.
still was like shocked. Even though I saw that scene in the movie trailers and commercials, still loved it.
Santa isn't a person in the Santa Claus with an E. It's a curse that
It
transfers
is.
from one person to another that cannot be revoked, and you get it after you accidentally kill Santa. That movie's fucking dark.
I love the Santa Claus.
It's funny. The second one's okay. The third one's all right with Martin Short.
What does he
Third one's
do
off
in
the
that movie?
rails.
Like, I get the like, here's Santa's real. Santa's real. So what are you doing? Like, kids don't get presents unless their parents buy them. Explain this, movie. How come poor kids get less presents than rich kids?
Because they only get Santa's presents.
But kids, like, so what? Is it just does Santa fuck with the parents' minds so that they think they bought the presents that he's actually
parents
giving
are
them?
always tired and don't know what the fuck's going on, and they're like, I don't know. Did you get him that? I don't know. I'm too tired to care. Do you have any more like cider with rum in it?
So if your kids just got like an Xbox One that neither you nor your wife bought them this
Santa's
year,
not giving them Xbox
Yeah, he
Ones.
doesn't get-
Have you ever
he
seen a
get-
Santa movie where he's
Yeah.
making Xbox Ones?
Elves
Yeah.
don't make that shit in the workshop.
No,
man.
it's
They
Santa
make
Claus.
wooden toys.
Elves make wood toys, plastic toys, metal toys. They're not making electronics like
okay,
that.
so
Yeah.
if your kid just randomly got like a wooden horse that
I
was
would
wrapped,
not worry about it. I'd be like,
wouldn't
okay,
worry about
maybe their grandparents gave it to them. Maybe it was a gift I didn't see who gave it to them. There's a lot of family.
okay, maybe it's
magic, Phil.
maybe it's plausible. Maybe it's completely plausible. Our next boner. Our final Christmas boner coming to us from Nolan is these 5 Christmas-centric classics are known for their memorable sets. Home Alone's McAllister Mansion, Lethal Weapon's Abandoned Warehouse, Jingle All the Way's Gay Parade Float, Batman Returns City Plaza, and of course, Die Hard's Nakatomi Tower's rooftop. Now, just using those memorable film locations,
Here we go.
which is the best place to have a gay orgy?
Nakatomi.
Oh, really?
Jabba's Palace.
Jabba's Palace wins. Guys, There's
Again?
there's a logical answer here. I want to see if you guys can find it.
I think it's Nakatomi.
The mansion would be nice and heated, and outside it'd be cold Chicago weather.
And you'd be in there alone just with your orgy. No one's watching you, right?
Lethal Weapon's abandoned warehouses in LA, of course. It would be, pretty good temperature.
Right next to a strip club, you're hearing like the hot spice and hot sounds from the strip club. You have fucking water dripping down from the ceiling, and it looks very hot and sweaty in there.
All of these, the only one that's a set is the Batman Returns City Plaza, which of course was built at the Warner Brothers lot. And
that would be fun because you'd be fucking in fucking penguins and people in like clown suits would be flying all over the sky and bats. It would be awesome.
There would be penguins. That's the biggest problem with Batman Returns. It's just like how fucking much they tried to get use out of that one City Plaza set. And like there's like 3 press conferences in that movie in that same location. It's really lazy.
Yeah.
Is it really? I never even noticed.
There's the press conference at the beginning that breaks out in the fucking the first action sequence. Then there's the one announcing that Penguin like is figured out who he is and found his parents. And there's the one that Penguin gives, and everyone throws tomatoes and egg salad at him, and he goes crazy. Oh, and there's the other press conference where the mayor's baby gets fake and stolen, and the Penguin rises up out of the sewer and saves it. There's 4 press conferences in that fucking movie.
And there's lots of scenes too where they exit like a building and they're having a conversation where they're back out in that plaza. They use that set a lot. It's a massive set. It's a fucking fantastic set.
They shoot it from different angles and light it day and night, but it's like they really put a lot of money into one location for that movie. There's not a lot of locations in that film.
Yeah, guys. And speaking of the other sets there, so you also have Nakatomi, which would be nice. You'd be like fucking people would be around you cheering. Maybe there'd be a helicopter flying over, buzzing you every once in a while.
You ever been there? I've been in the lobby.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
I've never been there.
But guys, the last one, the parade float in Turbo Man or in Jingle All the Way.
Isn't that
everyone be fucking cheering you on and fake snow will be falling everywhere. That seems kind of nice.
What city is that again?
I think it's like Minneapolis.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's like the deep Midwest.
And that's a location. That's not a set.
Let's find out where that movie was filmed.
Let's find out. Let's fucking.
Guys, I was right. Minnesota.
Okay, that's
Minnesota.
Arnold Schwarzenegger should not be in Minnesota.
He should never be in Minnesota.
Seems like a wrong location.
He looks great.
Schwarzenegger exists in L.A., D.C., or the jungle.
Yep, I was about to say the jungle. Yep, sounds about right.
Nowhere else does he work.
No chance.
He's briefly in Miami, and he causes all kinds of problems there.
Yeah. Well, guys, based on these options, I'm thinking it would be really cool to be fucking a gay orgy in the middle of a downtown Gotham City plaza while Batman's driving around burning guys, lighting them on fire, and throwing them down sewers and exploding them, and clowns flipping all through the sky. I think that would be a fucking miracle. Christmas miracle.
I don't know. I just love the idea of fucking on like a whole bunch of slippery tarps, looking out at the LA skyline. And
What is
like
this
just
slippery
being
tarps?
like, dude, I imagine they're bringing slippery tarps for the orgy, right?
Oh, okay. That's a good view. That's a really good view.
I mean,
does the rooftop explode after the orgy?
Probably.
Of course, when you're done coming.
And you just jump off of it?
Probably.
Who wouldn't?
It's probably a requirement. You have to jump off when you come. Yay!
With the fire hose wrapped around your gut.
Not around your cock.
Squirting into the night.
I think the Nakatomi Tower one's the most dangerous, but maybe the most worth it.
It sounds sexy.
Yeah, it could be dangerous.
No, dude, no way. 45 minutes into the action, you're going to be having the best orgy ever.
Dude, a helicopter buzzing your head while you're banging would be pretty hot.
2 FBI agents die in a helicopter.
Yeah, Agent Johnson and Agent Johnson, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
I was in junior high, dickhead.
Yeah. Well, we better stop talking about all these Christmas boners because all of this reindeer semen I am drinking is really making me weird or wired. Ooh, so wired indeed that my penis is dripping and my butthole is pouring. Buttholes. Buttholes. Did you mean for me to say buttholes?
Yeah, it's plural.
What do you say we go back to my place, guys, and eat out our cracks? Oh no! Oh wait. This isn't reindeer semen, but delicious eggnog. It's even better now because it is made with soybean extract. So I will look my slimmest and hottest on Christmas Day, is what I always like to say. Would any of you cool boys want to try some before we go jingle our bells on Christmas Carol? She's our office receptionist. Okay, that's...
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Oopsies.
I didn't write that. Ballard did. Probably. Or Nolan. Definitely not me. Dicks! Cocks! Christmas! Cool Boy Nation, tell us what you think about this episode's Christmas boners. Also, if you have any questions or any more insight on our boner size, then let us know by emailing us at thecoolboyspodcast.
Wait, what is that? What is that?
At gmail.com. New episodes of the Cool Boys Podcast come out every Tuesday. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Cool Boys. Also, please review us on iTunes. Also, donate to us on Patreon. It only costs a fuck, and you will receive special access to content too hot to air. You can find the Cool Boys on Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Also, please check out our other great Cool Boys Central content with Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, YouTube, and Patreon. Except not on Patreon.
Except it's not.
Thank you for listening. Happy holidays, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Byzies from Fruitcake Felk.
That's Byzies from Bethlehem Ballard.
And that's Byzies from Nutcracker Noli. Guys, I think that was our worst Christmas episode ever.
It's our second one, so yeah, I had a lot to live up to.
I think last year. Cool Boy Nation, if you really want a good Christmas episode, go check out last year's. We talked about 12 movies. 12.
Too many.
12 movies, absolutely.
Many of which we talked about again this episode.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about doing a Christmas episode again.
At least we didn't do 4 of them.
But you guys last year...
I had stuff, but I just figured you guys didn't want to do it. I had one was, what was your favorite party from 4 Christmases?
Never seen that movie.
Exactly. So I figured it wasn't going to sell too well.
Is that the
That would
movie?
have been a movie that we hadn't talked about.
Is that the movie in the hotel that Quentin Tarantino directed?
No, it's the movie where Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon have 4 separate Christmases with each one of their parents.
I'm thinking of 4 Rooms.
4 Rooms is great.
No. Oh, okay.
I did not like 4 Rooms.
It's not a Christmas
You didn't
movie.
like 4 Rooms? I liked the Robert Rodriguez room and the Tarantino room.
There was Tarantino room was good. There was one room that was good.
Watching a very
It's almost
bareback
dying.
Christmas sounds a little bit better, doesn't it now?
I think we should have watched Bareback Christmas. I think it would have been better than this episode.
Well,
Probably would have been. Who knows?
I guess I know not to take shits anymore because then we decide that we're not watching gay porn anymore.
That happens.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, Cool Boy Nation.
You are standing American boy.
You've excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys Podcast was brought to you by... Are we dropping Would You Rathers too? I guess we're dropping those.
That's
Oh
fine
yeah,
for now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah. We're streamlining this shit.
Yeah, it's just 50-minute episodes.
Nonsense now, anyway.
Now?
Yeah, they've been
Recently.
nonsense for 60 episodes. Would you rather fuck this many dudes or blow this many dudes?
That's
Yeah,
simple.
really.
I need to know what kind of motorcycle I'm fucking the guy on. And how long the knife finger dildo is being shoved up my ass for.
It's very important.
Get some
Cool boys.
So serious.